Hey guys, we're back at Paleo FX with AOBIOME and Jasmina, and we're going to learn about why you want to put probiotics on your skin as opposed to maybe a dietary supplement, how it can help with different skin ailments and just issues that people are having. So we've never heard of this before, so what are you guys doing here?
Yeah, we're a fairly new company. We're a biotech that's based in Boston, and our research focuses on the bacteria of the skin.
Okay.
And what we produce is actually a bacteria that we used to have on our skin a long time ago. And it's actually a bacteria that exists naturally in the dirt and in the environment, except for it's no longer found on our skin because we've been a little bit obsessed with cleanliness.
Yep.
And so we're studying the effects of reintroducing it back to the skin.
Okay. What have you guys noticed? Like, what are the most common skin ailments that people have that you've seen this be effective for?
Good question. So maybe I can start by explaining a little bit about how it works, and I think that that'll frame exactly the answers for what people notice. What this bacteria does is it actually consumes your sweat, the ammonia in your sweat, which is actually pretty irritating. It's the whole reason that they tell us to take showers and use soaps and shampoos. So the bacteria actually consumes that, and it turns it into two really good things for your skin. The first thing that it turns it into is something that helps fight some bad bacteria. It fights odor-causing bacteria, as an example. And then the second thing that it produces is an antioxidant, so it has kind of a calming effect on the skin. So what our users do is they take the mist, and after their shower or before a workout, they spray it on areas where they have a lot of sweat glands, where the bacteria is going to be really happy. So the face, the scalp, the underarms, of course, the groin area. And they apply it after their showers. And what they notice is that they're generally less reliant on soaps, shampoos, cleansers, moisturizers, deodorants, and things like that. And what other people have also noticed is that it helps to stabilize their skin. So people who generally have very dry skin notice that it's less dry. People that have oily skin notice that it's less oily. People with very sensitive skin notice that it's less sensitive, and so on and so forth.
So going back to those common elements, what are the most typical reasons that someone would use this trying to address a skin issue?
Anyone who has some sort of an imbalance in their skin of some kind, and it comes in a lot of different forms. And I think the more clean we have gotten, the more issues people have started having with their skin. And it's really interesting to think about people in less developed parts of the world. They don't experience the kinds of issues that people typically have in very clean parts of the world.
Gotcha.
So there's a variety of things, and actually half of our company is therapeutically focused. So we're exploring the therapeutic benefits of reintroducing this kind of bacteria back to the skin.
Okay. And then what I do notice is that this is only effective if it stays on the skin. So we need to be careful about, if we're going to use this product, what kind of soaps we're using and different things. We don't want to lose the bacteria we're putting on our skin. That's
right. A lot of people think that it's just the antibacterials and antibiotics that have an adverse effect on our good bacteria. But actually bacteria like this one are sensitive to even the most basic soaps. So surfactants actually have a very adverse effect on a lot of our bacteria. This type of bacteria, our ammonia oxidizing bacteria, is actually really sensitive to harsh surfactants. So even the most basic of soaps are going to just wash them away. So it's about reframing what our personal hygiene routine looks like, maybe reducing our dependence on some of those things. A lot of our users are able to stop using soaps and deodorants. So it's about tweaking your personal hygiene routine so that it's not a continual chemistry experiment.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's important. And so people can either, you guys have a natural shampoo and soaps that they can use that won't get rid of the good bacteria, but some of the bad bacteria, as well as people we're kind of overly hyper cleansed in the US specifically, so we can even just use water and other things so that we're not totally ridding our body of all the good bacteria that we have on it.
That's right. When we launched, first we didn't know if people were going to be interested in this notion of putting bacteria back on the skin, and we were thrilled to see that they were, and that they were ready to have a discussion about rethinking the general meaning of clean. But what was also really cool is people were asking about, how can I tweak other parts of my routine? And that's why we started developing a biome-friendly shampoo and a cleanser. And while they're not available to the public yet, and I know we brought some sneak peeks here for people, it'll be launching in a few months, which will be really great. But those products don't have the bacteria in them, but they've been formulated in a very specific way to actually be friendly to the good bacteria of the skin, specifically the ammonia oxidizing bacteria that's in our mist. So that way it's a really unique approach to cleansing the skin so that you're taking the things off that you want and leaving the good bacteria on.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time. We
really
absolutely. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming and visiting.